And then Ricky is at 4 with everyone, which is wonderful, and he's almost done with his 4th skill tree. It's just Ricky who needs about 1,500 more SP. And then Fiora, who is hard at work on her skill trees. She's got a ways to go to get Zeal done, and then she's got to go through all of Daring and Courage. Yeah, this is what happens because you get her so late in the game. Let's do skill links first. All right, so the way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna remove every single skill link that everyone has. And then we're just gonna get started on, we're gonna do each character one by one. Everyone is not at max affinity yet, but close enough. Because I think everyone except Dunban and Fiora is at 4 or higher. I think Dunban and Fiora are still at 3. Yeah, everyone else is at 4, which Dunban and Fiora not being at 4 yet only matters if there's a circle one for Dunban I want to put on her, and if there's a hexagon one I want for Fiora. Could you get enough affinity coins to choose all skill links? You'd have to NG plus a lot, because I think you get an affinity coin every time you level up. I think you might get an affinity coin every time you get an affinity level up with someone. I don't remember. I don't think that's true. I think it's just you get an affinity coin when you level up, and you get an affinity coin whenever you defeat a unique enemy, I think. You might also get one for every like level of affinity you have with each character, but I think I might be making that one up. I'm not sure. So there's a limited amount that you can get in one playthrough, but when you NG plus, you carry over your affinity coins, I believe, and it resets the unique monsters giving you affinity coins. So theoretically, you could get to, like, I think the limit is 999 if you NG plus enough, but it kind of becomes a, like, who even cares sort of thing at that point. Ooh, okay. A circle one for Dunban and Fiora would actually be really good. It costs 75 coins, though. Turns all counters into crits. Turns all double attacks into critical hits. We want that on Dunban 1000%. That's going to take a lot of coins, but that's fine. Melia. Do you have anything really cool for Dunban to get? Rare gems, ether attacks, reduces aggro while aura, bad. No gems, bad. Unadorned beauty. Yeah, you don't need any of those. Any circles from Melia good? Increase agility by 15 is fine. It's not nothing. I'm going to go ahead and put that on, but that's 20 coins. We might take that one off. Rhine. Increases tension when damage is taken. Early in the game, this can be pretty good on Dunban, but I think it's actually pretty bad later in the game with Dunban because he enters full dodge tank situation. Increases chance of a double attack by 10%. That's fantastic for Dunban. We'll take that for sure. Max HP, HP to encouraged ally. AP awarded in battle. I think that we're so late in the game now, and because we're like dying for books anyway, we don't actually need that anymore. It was really nice to, I think I was putting that on to everyone throughout most of the game, but I think at this point we actually don't need to worry about it that much. Shulk. Increased chain attack damage isn't bad. HP to an encouraged ally. Increased chance of a chain link by 15% could be really good. Reduce aggro when damage taken. Bad. Bad. Okay, yeah, reduce aggro things. Bad. It's all fine. Increases chance of burst affinity after evasion is actually really good for Dunban because he's a dodge tank. I think I might actually give up the agility up for that, because that should get us a lot more burst evasion, which is really good. Let me just double check there's nothing else that we'd want more. Reducing weight of equipment is probably worthwhile. Charlotte, you got anything really good that goes on to Dunban here? I wouldn't expect for Charlotte to have a really good combo with Dunban. Increases agility would be nice, but not insanely needed. I don't expect many people to do links with Ricky because a lot of Ricky's stuff is like gimmick nonsense. Reduce cooldown and whatnot during the day. Yada yada. Yeah, I think this is good for Dunban for now. Increase agility when HP is at half actually isn't that bad, but we're a little low on coins for it. Alright, so definitely went quality over quantity here on what we gave Dunban. Again, I don't think that we're going to use any of Ricky's on many of the characters. Yeah, it's all gimmick stuff. Chance of silver chests. Chance of gold chests. Could always be good to use if we're trying to do something really specific. Agility when HP is at half could actually be really good for Fiora, and it's only 8 coins. Let's put that on for now. There's another increases agility by when HP is at half. Why not? Ricky's is actually just a better version of it for some reason. What have you got, Ryan? What have you got? Grants haste buff when an attack misses. Ooh, that could be really good on Dunban. You only have 1 hexagon? Interesting. HP, HP, HP. Shulk! Increases chance of burst affinity after evasion. Could be good. She only has 1 art that does behind, like damage from behind. Healing arts restore more HP. Causes burst affinity to fill more of the party gauge. Eh. What have you got going on over here, Charla? Not a ton of good links for Fiora. I think Fiora has a lot of the best skills in the game, so. Increase agility a little bit. It's something. Melia. Prevents reduction of accuracy when tension falls. That's not bad. Potentially. Reduces damage taken from ether area attacks. Grants immunity to ether down. You know what? Not using my coins on anything else's Fiora, apparently, so. And then sure, here, take the HP up from Rhine. Rhine. What are we doing with you? All counterattacks into crits could be nice. Potentially, but I'm not sure. Increases block rate when HP is at half. That's good. That's really good for Ryan. It only costs 2 coins, so like, why wouldn't I? Dealing damage occasionally maxes the talent gauge. That could be really good for Ryan. I might take it off of him if we see some other stuff that's better for him. Power of the Moon. I don't expect Melia to have many good whatchamacalls with Ryan. Actually, the block rate up 15%. The block rate on Melia doesn't seem very worthwhile. Sometimes it really just feels like some people have skills exclusively to link with other people. Unadorned Beauty pairs nicely with his unequip all armor for aggro and evasion. Oh, the naked Dunban strap with Unadorned Beauty? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Cass, I just woke up from spending all night playing Yu-Gi-Oh! May the heart of the cards be with you. I'm too tired to stick around for long. Well done, duelist. Increased tension when taking damage is good for Ryan. Greatly boost power of healing, yada yada. Boost physical defense. Increases damage dealt by ether, who cares? Yeah, none of that is really useful for you. Shulk! What have you got, Shulk? Grants immunity to debuffs that reduce stats. Interesting. You don't want any of the reduce aggro shenanigans. I mean, reduce weight of equipment could be fine. Dunban. Increased chance of a double attack isn't super important on Rhine. Extending the duration of auras is actually really worthwhile. Yeah, it's 28. You don't need Vital Force. I either get rid of Vital Force or I get rid of Adrenaline. Ryan takes so much damage. I feel like that's so much better for him. Let's get rid of Vital Force. Reducing the effects of spikes could also be really good. Reduce physical damage taken. And then extend the duration of auras. And that's going to be most of what you can do. Increases aggro when dealing damage. There you go. Perfect. All right, that works. I'm only through 3 of them. We have so many more to go. I think Shulk has a lot of stuff about, like, healing that can go well on Charla. Healing Arts restore more HP. Yeah, that'll do it. Definitely put that on. Anything good from Fiora? Can occasionally max the talent gauge so that you have to cool off more. What about this? Nah, I don't think you need any of these. Melia, you got anything to share with Charla? Greatly increases ether could be good for only 18. Reduces aggro drawn while an aura is active. That's also very good. Take that and take the greatly increases ether. Ether buff at start of battle. Damage taken from ether area attacks. Grants immunity to ether. I don't think you need those. Rhine time. HP increases. My eyes are like glazing over a little bit, looking at all of these skills over and over and over again. Increases tension when damage taken, yada yada. Feeling the talent gauge when damage is taken is bad for Charla. Increasing the time of auras could be good for Charla. If she can get that from Dunban. Increase agility when HP is at half. That can be good. Yeah, extend the duration of auras. She only has the one aura, but we want her to be able to use Covert Stance as much as she can, so that helps a lot. And you still got a lot of coins left over. You have anything good you can get from Ricky? Improves healing arts used on an ally with half HP. That's fantastic, Ricky. That is wonderful. Thank you for that. Wonderful news. And those are all the gimmick ones. HP received from healing arts isn't really what I'm looking for. I guess you can just take like the agility up from Melia. It's something, strictly speaking. Yeah, sure. Take the be immune to ether down or whatever. Shulk! You want a lot of the same stuff that, oh, you know what? Vital Force with the Monado is actually insanely good. If you can luck into that working out. And then turning all double attacks into crits would also be very nice, but that's asking a lot, obviously. Doesn't have auras. Grants immunity to ether down debuff. Increases damage dealt by ether art attacks? No. We haven't done Melia yet. I was about to say, did Melia get the damage dealt by ether art attacks up? Because that should be incredible for her. She definitely wants that. Dunban, you got anything good to pass Shulk? Reduce damage taken, weight of equipment. What was the thing you took from Fiora? Oh, the chance of the thing automatically filling up, right? Very good. Increases the chance of a double attack. We want that. Doesn't Rhine also have that ability? Because if we have the thing that Fiora has, where like dealing damage will occasionally max the talent gauge, we want Shulk to attack as many times as he can. Where's Rhine's version of that? Because I think Rhine, yeah, he also has it. So get both of the double attack ups on Shulk. Then we can probably just give him some of the agility ups. Restores HP when dealing a crit. Restores HP when dealing a crit. We want that on Fiora. Fiora absolutely needs critical drain, but I don't think she can get it from Dunban yet. Oh, wait, no, she totally can. Hold up. I gotta make sure that this goes on Fiora. 50 coins. What are you using that takes so many coins? Increases agility when HP is at half. Agility up, yada yada. Oh, mental barrier. Barrier words. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, this is... Why did I put this on you? Reduces damage taken from ether area attacks? Why did I put this on you? That's not a big deal. Take critical drain instead for 50 coins. That's like way better. What was I thinking with that? And then does Charla have like a less aggro skill you can bomb off of her? Because it would definitely be very nice for you to have something that lowers the amount of aggro you pull. Yeah, boosting both of your defenses is also worthwhile. All right, there we go. Shulk, you have 29 more coins. I mean, we can probably get something good on you out of that. Just take the agility up from Melia. That's fine. Melia, you want... Increases damage dealt by ether arts attacks, for sure. And then I think there's something you can do that's insanely good with Fiora. Counters into crits, boosts next art damage when warned of a vision, turns all double attacks into crits, increases tension by 1 when using talent arts. Is this what I'm thinking of that's really good on Melia? Because she uses her talent art to attack repeatedly, so her tension just goes through the roof? Dealing damage, occasionally maxing the talent gauge, I think is what I'm actually thinking of. Because Melia, because it's not just auto attacks, it's whenever Melia deals damage. So every single time Melia does damage, there's a chance that she just goes into her ether burst mode, which is fantastic. I also think she can't do it yet until she gets level 5 with Dunban. I don't know how Sustained Spirit, extending the duration of auras, I don't know if that works with Melia's super shenanigans, actually. But if it does, it'd be incredible. You should grab a bunch of stuff from Charla for ether up. Increase ether when HP is at half, sure. Increase ether by 25. Is there anything... you have a better one, don't you? That's increased agility. All right, increase ether by 25. Don't need any of that. All right, that's all fine. Ricky, what have you got going on? Doo-doo. Increase movement speed. All right, I don't think any of that matters. Shulk, you got anything cool? It's been 15 minutes and you're still doing skill links? Yeah, 15 minutes, I'm still playing the game. You're right. Correct. Reduce aggro drawn from arts. Shulk is the one who has that skill. Did I put that on Charla? Charla can't get it from him until they get to level 5 affinity, and then that'll be really good for them. Ricky, you're the last one, and you're also the one I understand how to use the least. Let's give you, like, all of the ether up things, because I gave you a bunch of ether, like, element shenanigans. That'll be helpful.